So let's talk about PTSD. Not in the PTSD in the way you might know it. PTSD standing for production, transport, sensitivity, detox. Okay, production, transport, sensitivity, detox. When I teach the students at the New School of Nutritional Medicine and we look at hormones and we look at neurotransmitters and we look at medications, we want to ask, are those four PTSDs all working? Are they working at their optimum? There is no point adding in HRT, adding in thyroxine, adding in some SSRI or whatever the medication may be if we're not addressing all four. We are now living at such a pace that people come to clinic looking for a fix. There is no fix. It's a myth, or it's some kind of delusion that there's a fix out there for you or for your child or for your pet, that there's a fix. The fix is actually in you. It's how do you nourish that you. So let's just go through that a bit. P is for production. So imagine, and I'm going to use thyroxine as a typical example because it's so common that women, more so women, and if you're a man listening to this, no disrespect, there's more women who sort of have hormonal issues, but if you're a woman and you put on thyroxine, you have to ask the question, well, what's happened? Are you not producing it anymore? And why are you not producing it? Do you not have the raw materials? You need amino acids, you need iron, you need minerals, you need healthy adrenals to make the thyroid hormone. You also need a healthy gut. You need stomach acid. You need a healthy microbiome. You need blood sugar balancing to actually be able to make thyroid hormone. Secondly, once you've made the thyroid hormone, does it get transported? How is it transported? When you're transporting anything in the body, you need healthy circulation. So do you have, in inverted commas, because it's not scientific, treacle blood? In other words, insulin resistance. Have you got thick, sluggish blood because there's toxins in there? So the transport is important. And also, most of these hormones, especially sex hormones, which are fat soluble, are transported sort of like in a bus. It's called the sex hormone binding globulin. That's made by the liver. So do you have a healthy liver? You need that for the transport. Sensitivity. This is so important. The sensitivity is wherever that receptor for the hormone is, because once the hormone is produced, it's transported, it goes to its destination all over the body with the thyroxine, with thyroid hormone. Then the receptor has to hear it. So where you're dropped off, the bus drops you off, the thyroid hormone, is that station then receiving you? Are they hearing you and seeing you? So that sensitivity also depends on things like phosphatidylcholine, your cell membrane health, minerals, again, your blood sugar levels, again, because the receptor needs to hear the hormone. Then once that's all done, once all those three have happened, the detoxification is much needed, because once that receptor has received the message, it's like, for example, your thyroxine or the thyroid hormone, you turn up at your destination, which is your grandparents, and your grandparents might think, okay, can you go home now? Enough, I can't take any more. That means you need to be detoxed now. You need to leave, you need to be detoxed. Is your then liver or your detox organs able to detox? So if you're on thyroxine, if you're on HRT, if you're on the birth control pill, if you're on any medication, did anybody check those? Did they check the P, the T, the S, the D? So absolutely fundamental. Yeah, it's not happening. And the reason why I share this, I received an email from a client saying, and she was actually not happy with the way I had helped and supported and worked with her, because suddenly she started having hyperthyroid symptoms. She started getting slight palpitations. She started feeling really hot. And what she didn't realize, actually, that was her getting better. She needed to go and see her doctor and say, right, I think I need to actually, can you please check my thyroxine medication levels, because I think I'm now overdosing. She wasn't overdosing in the sense of taking too much. She was still taking the same amount of thyroxine that she was prescribed 6 months ago, and then before that she gets them checked every 6 months. Her body was now becoming more sensitive to the medication that she's taking, which is good, which is actually a positive response. It's just that you need to check in with your doctor regularly if you're on medication, because you may need to reduce the amount of medication that you're taking, or you may suddenly need no more medication. This is possible. It's possible if we address the person, the biology inside us. PTSD is really straightforward. It's not complicated. I say that, but of course, with the training. And once we cover those areas, so much can happen. And some people call it, oh, it's miraculous. It's not miraculous. It's just working with the body. Hope this has been helpful and it's given you some food for thought. There's a lot in there. There's a lot to make sure that the production is happening. Excuse me. A lot to make sure the transport is happening, the sensitivity and the detoxification. But it doesn't all come in one pill or in a protocol. Each person is individual. Biochemical individuality is absolutely critical when it comes to holistic medicine, aka nutritional medicine, aka coaching, whatever the modality you choose. Unique individual biochemistry is absolutely vital.